everybody. This is NBC Afternoon with Charles Farley IV. Good afternoon. The top story in the news today is the Brown v. Board of Education case. This court case was filed because a 7-year-old black girl was denied enrollment in an all-white school. This court case was ruled in favor of Linda Brown and is now the foundation of the start of the civil rights movement. We will now turn it over to Robert Marlin III, who has more information on this topic in Topeka, Kansas.
Good afternoon, Charles. The Brown v. the Board of Education case was filed by Oliver Brown, the father of Linda Brown. Sources say he filed the case when his daughter was denied enrollment into an all-white school. The main issue of this case was whether or not it violated the 14th Amendment. The 14th Amendment states that no person who is a citizen of the United States should be denied equal protections under the law or the right to life. What needed to be decided was if segregation fell under equal protection. The decision was a 9-0 ruling that it did. Now, because of the ruling, all schools are being forced to desegregate. I now have with me Oliver Brown. Oliver, can you tell me how you felt after your daughter was denied enrollment into the school? Well, obviously, Robert, I was very upset. Why should my daughter have to walk 20 blocks to school one way when she can just go to this? All because of the color of her skin. I just don't think that it makes any sense. Thank you, Oliver. I now have a short video clip for you to watch. What you just saw was a video of Linda Brown having to walk to school every morning. I now have with me another witness to this case. Shirley Hill, a neighbor and friend of the Browns. Shirley, what is your opinion on the ruling in favor of...
Well, I just think it's great. There were psychological studies done that showed that black kids in segregated schools and in separating kids affected black kids' ability to learn. Their education should be affected based on the color of their skin.
Thank you, Shirley. I am now here with our next witness, a parent to a kid in an all-white school, Mr. James Wood. Mr. Wood, can you please tell me what your opinions are on the ruling in favor of Linda Brown? I disagree with the decision 100%. Everything else is segregated. Why do schools need to be the first and the only things to be desegregated? Black people do not belong going to school with white people. So James, can you tell me why you believe that black people and white people do not belong in the same school? Why, certainly I can, Robert. Well, excuse me, Robert. Sorry about that, Robert. So, James, can you tell me why, please? Robert, can you let me think about that for a second? Well, Robert, I don't really have an answer for you, but I just know that there is no place for black people to be in a school with white people. Thank you, James, for your time. It was really appreciated. As you can clearly see, there is no really true answer to a question about this topic. I feel, as most of us feel, that blacks and whites should not be separated. This court case will not end segregation, but it is definitely the first major step in the right direction. Now that schools are desegregated, other things are sure to follow up right behind. Now back to Charles.
That's all we have for you today. Please tune in tomorrow for tomorrow's next hot topic on NBC Afternoon.